it is Al Mega here, your boy with joy. And today, mi gente, oh man, we're going to be talking light. Yup. I mean, we're going to have the head of hype of Angel Studios in the building. And my man's going to be in the house dropping all the heavenly hits for November. From action-packed Homestead to the soul-lifting Miracle. We're going to amplify that good energy, fam, with my big homie in his new role, the king of streaming himself, Mr. Chris Woolsey. How you doing, man, mano?
Unbelievable. It is so good to see you. And you are a vision in red. Can I tell you?
Thank you.
With the homie in red.
Hey.
I love this outfit.
Listen, we need one more guy. We can start a new rap pack or something. Let's go. Hey, Clem, he's a rapper. Hey, Clem, my brother, you want to?
There you go.
The rap pack. He'll be the rapper. He'll be the left eye of the group. With no accidents, actually, he'll be alive. All right, but again, welcome to the show. Well, again, congrats on the new role because you've had your journey, folks. You know, if you've been riding with me and Chris, I met him a while back on one platform, and he's moved on, but he's always bringing the Crusaders for a ride over here and presenting all these amazing new platforms with amazing content, right? So Chris, the head of hype, baby, that sounds, I mean, we were playing around, but right now, that's the title, the head of hype. So, it sounds like the world's best job title. So what's the whole story behind it? How did you get this wonderful opportunity with Angel Studios?
So a good friend of mine introduced me to some of the execs at Angel Studios. And we got to talking and they were like, what exactly do you do in PR? And so I kind of told them about my very specific skill set and my journey in the PR entertainment tech world. And they were like, we need all of that. And I was like, all right, let's talk. So we started talking and 7 weeks later, here I am. So
woo!
I am so excited. This team at Angel, when I say they are the best in the business, I mean they are the best in the business. It is so exciting. They're bringing so many incredible titles that amplify light, and I can't tell you.
All right. So talk to me. All right, before we get into this dope lineup, again, folks, it's on Comic Stage. I'm going to show you that post. We're going to do a whole rundown of what's available this month, a dope lineup. But give us a little background on what is Angel Studios, my brother.
So at Angel, our mission is to bring our audience stories that amplify light. So, sometimes you go to see a movie and you just leave the experience and you're like, I feel like I'm a better person for having seen this movie. I feel like my life has been improved or encouraged because I watched this movie. And isn't that the beauty of art and the beauty of movies and television is that it moves us and hopefully changes us for the better. And that's the mission at Angel, is to bring these stories to you and your family that we say amplify light, that encourage, and we just want to get all the great stories that are going to uplift you and help you move along in life. And so that's
I dig that. Is that part of the energy that attracted you to what Angel Studios was about, at least for for your current part of your career right now?
It is absolutely. You know me as well as anyone. You know that I love movies and TV shows, but as I said, what I love most about movies and TV shows, I'm a storyteller by nature, and I love being able to help tell stories that can make people's lives better. And I saw that as a big part of the mission at Angel, and it got me very excited. And here we are.
I love it. Now, this lineup that I'm about to present, it's like Netflix got baptized. I mean, how do you guys balance entertainment with faith-based values?
It's a great question. And it's something that I feel like Angel has been doing better than almost anyone else in the industry. There's been a big movement in the last 5 or 10 years to try to get titles like this that can move the heart, that can change lives. And I think Angel has been doing a spectacular job of it. Several of their titles I was actually promoting before I even came to work at the company, because I said, not only are the titles that Angel is bringing to the market, not only that are they better than I think they're going to be, they're actually better than I think they can be. And wonderful. Every time I watch them, I go, this is incredible. I can't believe, everybody complains now that, there are so many movies out there that are based on other IP, or they're a reboot, or they're the 15th installment of the same story over and over again. And Angel is just doing a great job of really bringing these original stories that we've never seen before to the screen.
I love it. You know what? And talking about bringing things to the screen, baby, let's bring the Angel Studios November lineup right now, because my man sent it on over. And let's talk Homestead, baby. Now, what's it like expanding that film into a full-blown survival series?
It is so good. So you rightly point out there was a excuse me, there was a feature called Homestead that kind of kicked the story off. It tells the story of a nuclear attack. A group of survivors make it to the Rocky Mountains, to a prepper compound out in the middle of the mountains, and they're brought in. And once they get into the compound, you find out that the nuclear attack was only the beginning of the drama.
Only the beginning.
You are going to be on the edge of your seat 2 minutes into this film, and you will not leave until the last frame. It is so good. The feature is fantastic. And then the series continues the storyline. We've got Jesse Hutch from Batwoman, Bailey Chase from Longmire, Dawn Olivieri from House of Lies. The cast is fantastic, but I have to tell you, the story is just so taut. So if you like thrillers, and if you like anything apocalyptic, this series feels so real. But it's got a great it's just got a great human storyline. Like, they really play out, how would it be if you were kind of contained in a very small area with a lot of people and you had to survive. You had to work together to survive. There's a lot of beautiful storylines in it.
So that's why I put in the thing, I think the characterization of The Walking Dead meets Yellowstone, right? You know what I mean?
I love that. That's amazing. That's amazing. You know what I mean?
And then we got The Promised Land. It looks hilarious. Now, how hard is it to make an ancient biblical road trip funny?
So like, who pitched this, and how in the world did it get greenlit? Like, I want to do a sitcom based on the book of Exodus. What? Imagine Moses as like a middle manager in a corporation, and just all the nonsense that he would have to put up with. That's basically The Promised Land. It is, I am not exaggerating, it is one of the funniest and most original sitcoms on TV today. The cast is fantastic. The comedy is top notch. I love it.
So the way that I put it a little bit over here, it's basically the book of Exodus reminds us that managing people is harder than parting the Red Sea. You know what I mean?
I think you have a good job with Angel. You're really good at this copy, I got to tell you.
Listen, what you sent me was so much fun. I said, I got to spice it up, because I don't like, I've learned something. Listen, folks, this is for you out there bloggers too. Listen, man, when this is in your press release, you know what? Dive into it and make it into your style a little bit. You know what I mean? Throw a little bit sauce of yourself. Because again, if you enjoy the content, because I did do a little run through and checked it out, and I was thoroughly impressed. And you know what I mean? I listen, conversation is about positivity, and so I was naturally attracted to this. I was, oh, okay. I mean, and again, they're not being preachy or anything. It's just really good content. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you know what I mean? It reminds me of old school stuff. I mean, nice when when TV was nice. You know what I mean? And I dig it. Now talk to me about this, because who doesn't love animation, baby?
For sure. And really, really high quality animation. So we have the David movie. Speaking of Exodus, we also have the David story as well. A lot of biblical content going on. So we have the David movie. This is an animated feature coming out to theaters December 19th. Very exciting. We have Phil Wickham, who's a huge Christian music star, is the voice of David. And then we have a series of 5-part limited series that leads up to the events of the David movie. So we have young David, and each episode kind of shows a different aspect of David's character.
Nice. All right.
But
And
it's
it's three
great
animated feature. His theater December 19th over here. So you really doing a build up here. I love it.
We are. And this series it's great for the whole family. It's epic adventure. If there's just a ton of great set pieces in this, and it really gets you amped up to want to go out and see the feature film when it comes out.
Well, I'm excited, and now we have over here Wingfeather Saga. Now, why do you think this show connects so deeply with families? Because it's on season 3.
Yep, absolutely. It is. I think it connects deeply with families. First of all, because it's just really, really well written. We have it's actually based on a book series by Andrew Peterson, who's also a huge Christian music star, but he's also an incredible writer. And the Wingfeather Saga tells the story of the Igby family, who are being pursued by the terrifying creatures known as the Fangs of Dang and their evil overlord, Nag the Nameless. So if you like fantasy adventure, this is definitely the series for your family to check out. It's very fun. The animation is all hand painted. It is gorgeous. We live in a world where almost everything is computer generated, including a lot of the animation going on now. This is old school animation, and it's something that's not done very much anymore. It is gorgeous. You've got to check it out.
I dig it. Oh, I gotta update that Twitter now, because listen, folks. Oh my God, I gotta show this off. Hold on. Before you move on, my man got inspired by me one day because I called him something, and when I called him this name, my man said, "That's it. I will be championing this name from now on." So, folks, follow him on X at the King Streaming from now on, baby. He's the big boss. That's right. You know what I mean? I dig it. Now
for Wingfeather Saga, season 3 is out. We've got 2 episodes, and then we're going to be dropping more episodes throughout November.
Right there. Yeah, I see here new episodes every Wednesday. So you guys do piecemeal. You guys don't do one drop.
We do everything. So it depends on the series. Some series we're gonna drop it to you, and you can binge it all in 2 days. And then we're gonna drip out to you little by little.
I like, very, very teasy. I like it. All right. So talk about this. Bear Grylls and Miracle. I mean, that's wild. So how did that partnership come together? If and which episodes are the hardest personally, if you've seen them?
Bear Grylls I've been a huge fan for years and years, primarily because every time I go camping, I go, if anything the slightest went wrong, I would be dead in 12 hours. And so when I watch Bear Grylls, I go, I need to be friends with this guy, or at least listen to him, because he just he's a survivor, man. And this series is really good. So Bear Grylls, he's a man of faith. These elements of the show are very important to him. These are reenactments of people who have had miraculous experiences in their life. It's very inspirational for those of us who know people who are struggling. This is a really great reminder that there's something out there bigger than us, and that miracles do still happen.
And I love that, again, divine intervention. And we see folks, we already have 2 episodes out, which is Mercy in Motion, and we have Life Unexpectedly. And then coming up, we have the season finale, which is a Hope and Heartbeat. I mean, with that title alone, aren't you curious to see what's popping off? I mean, let's make sure you tune in and listen. Go visit the Angel Studios website. I've been showing it off below. It's at angel.com. And you can also visit them on Facebook at angelstudios.inc, Instagram at Angel, YouTube, X, TikTok at Angel Studios INC. I mean, make sure you show the love out there.
You can also download the apps directly.
Oh my God!
Mobile device,
apps, all types of apps. Look at this guy everywhere with the apps
and your connected TV.
Yeah, baby. So you see that, folks? There's no getting away. You're gonna have all this amazing content, disposable on anything you have. Fingers could touch your TV, your tablet, your phone. I mean, your PC, whatever. Let's make it happen and show that love. Now, let's talk about this over here. This one, right? What is this Tuttle Twins?
So this is super fun. Tuttle Twins, obviously, it's an animated series, very popular. It actually performs one of the best series on our service. It's very fun, and it's a fun twist on educational animation. So each episode is about a different learning lesson that's important for young kids to learn before they become adults. So I remember when I was in school, they didn't teach us anything about taxes or savings accounts or any of those things.
You know what, Chris? You know what? I won't agree with you there, because in New York, I remember PS 110, my elementary school, the Monitor School, named after a famous ship, a Civil War and all. It used to be a hospital back then in Civil War times, apparently, my elementary school. And they opened a bank account for me when I was in kindergarten.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we had an Apple Savings Bank. They were trying to teach us about savings at that time. Again, you're right. I wish that that's something that could have continued. I remember having home ed classes teaching me how to cook, teaching me how to sew, which I know how to do.
Shout out to Mrs. Franson. I can still make great biscuits to this day because of that woman.
Shout out. See, we love our teachers and respect them because, again, they are of value. But things like that need to be brought back to school. Listen, okay, yeah, teach them this digital shit. That's fine. Yeah, everybody should learn how to use technology. But please teach them also how to be hands-on and grow their own shit, you know what I mean, and stuff. I mean, I excuse the language, but it just gets me angry. The schools don't do that nowadays. Let's teach good stuff to kids. And thank you, I like this, this little animation teaching kids things. That's very important, Chris. I salute Angel for doing that.
It teaches about things like taxes and minimum wage and voting and government structure. There's just all kinds of but they do it in a hysterically fun way. So these two kids go with their grandma who has a magic time traveling wheelchair. And so they actually go through time to different eras to learn about the creation of these different aspects of the world. And it's really, really well done.
Cool. So here, I try to uplift your explanation here a little bit. I said the twins are back with Grandma Gabby and her time traveling witcher, because who better teach economics than a raccoon wrangling grandma?
There you go. Exactly. Amen.
Now, let's talk Tinā, man. Because I understand that this one's got heart, it's got music and healing. So what made Angel jump on this hit, particularly from New Zealand, mi gente? Look at this. Again, going international, baby.
That's it. So a couple different reasons. One is it's the fifth at the moment. It's excuse me. It's the fifth best performing movie in New Zealand history.
Wow, really? And New Zealand, I miss it. Listen, I'm a horror fan, so I've seen some great stuff come out of New Zealand, and I'm very. I got to watch this. To be honest, I've never seen this before.
Yep, the early Peter Jackson stuff was great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But so Tinā just overtook Whale Rider, which I believe won Best Foreign Film that year. and just overtook it in terms of box office results for New Zealand. So that is one reason. Another is it is just a really beautiful story. And when you watch this movie, it's one of those that I was talking about. You're going to leave the experience thinking my life is better because I've watched this. So it's the story of this woman who loses her daughter in the 2011 Christchurch earthquake in New Zealand, thinks her life is over, and is presented with an opportunity to start a choir program at this very elite, prestigious educational academy. And she's a total fish out of water, goes into this world that she doesn't really know anything about, and finds her life being restored by this relationship with her students. It's gorgeous. I'm telling you, keep a box of Kleenex and a bottle of Gatorade next to you, because
I'm getting at that age, Chris. I'm getting at that age where I get emo watching stuff. I remember those days.
I cry at aspirin commercials. This is not good. This is not good. But this one, you're going to laugh. You're going to cry. It's got all the feels.
All right, but like it says here, get your tissues and maybe your ukulele ready. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Let me get happen. Now MechWest. That's not like somebody's, like the Cowboy Bebop meets Iron Giant. So what can fans expect from this one? Because I'm seeing something. It seems to be a nice focus on animation here.
We do. We have a ton of animation on the site, on the service, and MechWest is fantastic. So yeah, if you think of just that kind of gritty steampunk world, but sort of in a kid version of steampunk, great adventure. This is one of the most fantastic animated series. I love steampunk. I'm like a gigantic fan, Firefly, all of that. And this really does, I feel like for the first time, this is one of the first really well done kind of kid-oriented steampunk series. I think it's
nice. All right, but so am I to assume your next cosplay is going to come out of MechWest?
You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong. You'll have to go to Comic-Con and find out.
Don't make me go to make sure that you do this. I'm going to make sure it happens then, all right? Yeah. Now, what are we talking about here, man? What's this over here? Grow. I see a big old pumpkin and all. What's going on here?
So this is some good Thanksgiving content for you. We've got it's a really fun, heartfelt series feature. It's fantastic. The talent in it is great. It's perfect for Thanksgiving. Get the whole family around the TV and watch Grow. I guarantee you will not be sorry.
That's right. And now we gotta talk about like Mike Rowe. He's back, right? With somebody's got to do it. Now, how does that fit the Angel mission right here?
So somebody got to do it is great because it is an aspect of what Angel likes to do, and that is to spotlight and uplift communities, and that's what this show does. So I love Mike Rowe. I've been a huge fan. Between him and Bear Grylls, I think I if the grid goes down, I want those two guys on my team.
Oh man, the dream team over here. We gotta start placing bets to see how many people do. If that happens, they're gonna. I hope nobody hurt. Listen, protect these men at all costs right now. Very valuable during the apocalypse.
And so on this show, he goes into not only careers, but really like subgenres of society, and goes into these groups, different groups of people, and finds out what makes them tick, which I think is beautiful. And it's what I love to do. It's why I love people so much, because people are all so different. Even people that you think are going to be the same, when you actually sit down and start talking to them, you see how unbelievably different everyone is in this world. And yet the show kind of shows that we're all still people. And I love it.
People are so humble. Like, you don't even know. Like, I've spoken, thankfully, a lot of great celebrities, right? You would think, hey, listen, this, that. No. They're the most humble, like, cool ass people. Listen, they even tell you, so yeah, I just got a cool job. That's all. I mean, I'm just chilling,
Yep. Yeah,
and God bless. You know what I mean? Good.
He's definitely a man of the people. That is for sure. And he's
I
the
love it. I love it.
Perfect host for a show like this.
I love it. And then we have this. Listen, man, Dry Bar Comedy Fridays. Now, it's comedy. I need to know here because listen, how do you guys are able to keep it clean but still laugh out loud funny?
Right? And that is the challenge, isn't it? I mean, so many people in the comedy world think you can't be clean and be funny. But really, we're looking at, we're in the middle of a comedy renaissance right now. We have Nate Bargatze, we have Jim Gaffigan, we have Sebastian Maniscalco, we have Jerry Seinfeld. Arguably four of the biggest comics in the country are clean. And
isn't that crazy? Yeah.
So Dry Bar Comedy is actually the largest library of clean comedy in the world. We have almost 800 specials. And as you see, some of them are not even necessarily comics that you would lump into the clean comedy realm. So we have,
I mean, especially with the first person on screen,
right? Adam Carolla, you got to watch his special. I'm telling you, it's one of the funniest clean comedy specials I've seen in years.
Really?
We've got Rob Schneider, we have Jeff Allen, Leanne Morgan, my buddy Dustin Nickerson, who is incredible. Watch his special. Derek Stroop, who is huge up and coming. But yeah, we've got a ton and new ones coming every week.
I think, and folks, as it says right here, man, this lineup blends humor, heart, and hope. I mean, again, whether it's laughter, the promised land, the faith, the miracle, the thrills of Homestead, there's a story for everyone. So please download the Angel app or visit angel.com because the best kind of binge is one that feeds the soul, baby.
Amen. Yeah. And the cool thing is, when you go to the app, you can join as a guild member. And if you join as a guild member, you get all kinds of perks. So you get free tickets to theatrical releases.
What?
You get sneak peeks of things that are going to be coming months before they arrive. And then you also get to actually have a voice in the movies that Angel Studios supports. So we do things called torches that are like mini versions of the movies and TV shows. And then as a guild member, you actually get to vote on whether or not you think that we should get behind these projects. So you actually, for the first time in history, your TV screen is a two-way relationship.
Woo, baby. You hear this, folks? Angel Studios is definitely trying to be angelic to your needs and let y'all know what's popping off. That's I dig it. So now this is a wonderful slate that's dropping just in time for the holidays. So what emotions or themes do you hope families walk away with and they keep tuning in, month to month?
I want to say encouraged, because we live in a really hard world and there's a lot of tough things that people are going through. And if the movies and TV shows that Angel helps to bring to the audience can encourage their lives and make their hearts a little lighter and fuller, then I think we've done our job. So that's what I love about my job. And I look forward to just the unbelievable amount of movies and TV shows we're going to be bringing you throughout the year and coming into
I want you to keep talking about that, because what do you think may be the biggest misconception that people may have about Angel Studios?
I think a lot of people think that it's just religious content. And while there are a lot of spiritual aspects to a lot of the movies and TV shows that we bring, and unabashedly, we're very much about that. But we also have other titles that are simply just, like I said, just encouraging and uplifting as well. And so we like to have a full spectrum of uplifting titles. We say we bring titles that amplify light. So things that are good, things that are pure, things that are helpful, things that are wise. Those are the kind of things that we like to bring to culture so that we can help shape the culture that we live in.
Yeah, baby. Right there. That's right there. You heard that? So would you say that's the message you want fans to hear that want to be a part of the Angel movement beyond just watching?
Absolutely. I mean, everyone complains about the culture one way or the other, but now you actually have a way to help shape the culture by the movies and TV shows that are coming to the audience.
There we go, Chris, man. Thank you so much for your time, yo. You guys dig it. This is the man right here, right? It's a big thanks to our brother of hype, Chris Woolsey, for shining that angel light on us today. Truly. So Crusaders, listen, if you're ready for laughs, for faith, and maybe full-on family vibes, I need y'all to download that app or hit the angel.com right now. All right. And don't forget, support creators that amplify light. I mean, not the noise. Honestly, you know what I mean? I'm Al Mega. This is Comic Crusaders special. And we don't just talk pop culture. We live it, baby. So please stay bright, stay blessed, and keep crusading. Thank you, Chris. Thank
Al,
you,
it's an honor every time.
Wepa!